living in the States for the first time. I was approximately 609 back then. I was young, just a young little bat. And you see, I lived in an apartment not much bigger than a New York City complex. And don't worry about them, they're my children. They're playing blood-sucking humans. I had a dog. I ate him. And I had a cat, but I was scared of him. And my house was in poor conditions. We were clean. Always smelled like blood. I could always remember going out on midnight runs to catch food for the children, my wife, and Sally, my neighbour. She was a vampire too. Don't blame that on me. That was not my fault. At least that's what I tell people.
Vampires in my side, oh, vampires in the night, oh.
Open with the community, yes. I realized back in, I think it was Nam. Yes, it was Nam. I took part in Nam. I fought as a 3rd Battalion guerrilla group. I'm pretty sure those existed. And we invaded the jungles. It was very, very hard time. I lost several of my friends to mortars and firearms, as they say. What I lost all concern for that. You see, when you fight in Nam, something inside of you changes. You grow physically, emotionally. You become a new person. And you see, after that I realized that I have to help the community. I have to help them grow as people, because they can't help themselves.
The vampire, as we call him, he was, well, eccentric nonetheless. He told me things that most people didn't want to hear. Once he told me that he had a secret. He told me something so dark, so deceptive, that I cried at the very thought of it. One day he came into my office. He said, I have a problem. And I said, I have plenty of problems, jokingly. I sometimes go down to the supermarket and I see a nice pair of buttons. I just want to grab them. That's a problem. And he said, no. And he stopped me right there, and he stopped me in my tracks, and he said, I have a real problem. I want to suck blood. I have the desire. And I froze. For the first time in my life, I was in complete awe. This was the power of the vampire.
Charlie Sheen, I don't like him. If I still ate people, I would have eaten him. Gotten rid of him. The world is a much better place without Charlie Sheen. But nonetheless, I changed and moved on. I give a lot of money to all the people in the world, especially those Transylvanians. They make me laugh, where they think us vampires have really long teeth that go downward. No, their teeth look like this.
You know, it's funny because they said that these vampires' teeth actually are long, they grow downwards. In legend, they say that. And they're very sharp. Obviously used to draw blood from their victims. But in reality, it's completely false. In fact, oddly enough, the jaw protrudes out. That's the main physical feature of a young to aging vampire in modern day.
Vampire stealing my stuff, yeah, biting my neck.
Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. Honey, go to work. Honey, I'm going to
Wondrous. Crunchy goodness.
Do you often find you're angry? Can't work right? Constantly beating objects? Tying hoses? Well, get speckled! Keep out of the danger zone!
I will not stand for this. Van Ryder is not allowed in my town any longer.
She started it all with a strange Noel and
Of course I love beating up little children. It's the meaning of life. It's good for the heart, too.
Boogie, the break of dawn! Here at John Coffee.
Oh my god, lady, get off the air, you crazy pita mama.
Yeah, what am I talking to a wall?
Lady, come on, pack your bags and leave this
Shut up, Larry.
John, did you catch the sports review this week? Neither did I.
You know, I love those movies where, you know, where some guy comes out of the woodwork and says, "Hang him! Hang him!" Everyone wants to see him get hung, but he never gets hung. Something far worse happens. They quarter him.
Off stage, of course. Okay. Saw this woman. She looked like a headlamp.
Headlamp? You look more like a tire iron.
Vampires, oh, whoa, whoa.
When people see me, they just think I have weird teeth. They say, "Man, that guy has big canines." And I say, "Better to suck the blood out from your neck." But that was a long time ago, you see. I've changed. Vampire. I'm a man now. I'm struggling to change, and I'm becoming more civilized as time goes by. You see, people don't perceive me as the same person I was in the 14th century. I don't wear a black cloak, and I don't wear red shirts anymore. I just try to avoid all that. I tend to wear blue a lot of happier colors. Orange.
Oh my god, I love that guy. I mean, I remember the first time I met him, he was like, I mean, I went up to him at the table and I said I just had to shake his hand. Everybody was looking, "Hey, take the picture of me and the vampire." And I shook his hand, and then I just had to ask him, "Can you model for me? I'd like to draw a picture of you." And he says, Yes, of course. I love it. You know, I love that accent. I mean, it's just so genuine, you know? It's so genuine. Everybody knows it. I'm a good model sketcher. I mean, it's in my blood, you know? Knock on wood.
Have I drawn you now?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
What's your name?
Jacova and Witness. We're named after the law company.
That's beautiful.
In Halloween, I would like to be a carousel rider. Do you know one of those people? They sit on a carousel and have a good time. I'd like to be one of them because I aspire for greatness. I aspire for something better. I aspire for happiness. I want to be a carousel rider. I want to wear a mascot uniform. That's what I want to do. I want to wear a mascot uniform, a dog or something. Maybe a warrior. Maybe a Roman warrior from Warwick High School. I want to be the bobcat. No, I want to be a leopard. I aspire to something greater than that. The good best point. That's what we all should do, aspire to something great.
Vampires don't suck blood. It's as simple as that. I mean, I wish I could put it another way, but, you know, all those things and all those books, all those vampire books you've been reading, completely wrong. Vampires do not suck blood, and they're just like any one of us, you know?